In this video, we're going to look at how to do a large-scale price change using the upload and download tools. First of all, go into your supplier item list. From here, we need to choose the items that we want to do the price change for. Now, if you haven't used the search function before, this is very useful, and if you want to learn more about the search function, you can go into the help section up the top here and find out about how to do searches. So first of all, for this example, I'm going to find all the items that have a description that includes GS1 and have no end date. So here we have 55 items that I want to do the price change for. So I just choose all the items using this box in the top corner to select all. Then I come down to the download button and I choose Item Download Excel. In the download box that appears, we have a few options. First of all, we can choose whether we want to have an Excel in 97-2003 or 2007. So this is the output file for the prices that you're going to download. Now, we want to say we don't want to include components, so we'll untick this. So components is basically where you have your hierarchies, so your bases and cases, and it shows where they link together. So we're going to untick that. We want to include prices, and then we have a drop down box where we can choose release prices or not release prices. Not release prices are your draft prices, so it's just prices that you're working on that haven't been sent to the retailer. Release prices are those prices that have been sent to your retailer. So in this case, we want the release prices. Now we click Start Download. You'll see that everything grays out, and we just need to wait a couple of minutes and you'll see a file like the one showing. So normally the download takes a couple of minutes. Depends on how many items you're downloading. The more items you're downloading, the longer it's going to take. As you can see here now, it's 10:15, and this is the file that we've just downloaded. To open up the file, we basically click on the file link. It'll ask us how we want to open up this file. Microsoft Excel is the best way to do this, and we go OK. Now that we've got our Excel sheet open, the first thing we need to do is come down to the tabs, and we want to get rid of everything except for the price tab. So basically the only thing we're interested here is the prices. It's always just easier to delete those other tabs so you don't have to worry about them. Right, so now we've got a list of our 55 prices. So these are the prices that we want to do the price change for. Now the first thing we'll do is, if we select all these rows, we do copy, we'll leave a row in between, and we'll go paste. For the top 55 prices, we want to end date these prices. And to do this, there's two fields that we need to change. The first is the price action code. So you can see at the moment the price action code says add. In row 7, we can see what can be added into this field. So it can be add, change, correct, or delete. Now we are changing the price, so we need to use change. So we copy change down for the top 55 prices. The second field that we need to change is the effective end date. So at the moment this is blank. The easiest way to fill in the effective date is to copy one of the effective start dates and paste this into an effective end date, and then change the date. So you can see here that I've changed the date to the 31st of the 7th, 2015. Now it's easier to do it this way just because there's a set format for these dates in the spreadsheet, and if you don't get this format right, when you come to upload, you'll find you'll get errors. So again, we'll just copy this date down. So by having that space there, it just means when we copy down, it stops before the second 55. For the second set of 55 items, where we are going to create the new prices, there are 5 fields that we need to change. Now the first field, the price action code, if we go along to this, you should have add in this column if you've followed the video. Now if you do not have add in this column, please change it so it says add. The second field, price reason code, if if we go along to this, at the moment it says NI. To have a look at what you can put in this field, we need to go into Webforms. Now if we go into a price, one that's either working or just go in and create a price, you'll see the price reason. We just drop down the box and we can see all the codes that are available to enter into this field. So it's these first codes, not the actual description. So NI is the code, PD, PI, RE, SC. So in this example, we'll just say it's a price increase, so we'll just use PI. So back to our sheet, we want to change the price action reason, price reason to PI. So price increase, copy this down, and we have to change the price ID. Now the price ID is where a price, when it's created, is given a code to define it from any other price. So because we're adding new prices, this field should be blank. So we can see the prices that we're changing up above, where we're given an end date, they have a price ID, and they should do. Whereas if we're adding a new price, hasn't been given that code yet, so this column should be blank. So we'll just select all these and delete. The next field that we need to change is the effective start date. So here we have the 31st of July 2015 as the end date for the prices that we did above. So the new date that we want to put in is the 1st of August 2015. So we just change this and copy down. The last field that we need to change is the price value, which you can see here. So I've already pre-populated the new price for the price increase. Now one thing to be aware of in this field, so if you're copying and pasting information into the sheet, you'll see that it changes the format. Now the format's really important on the sheet. If you upload, you'll get errors. So basically go into a price that you know is correct. So one of these prices that we downloaded earlier, use the format painter just to make sure that the format is correct. Now we just need to delete the line between the two and save this sheet, and we are ready to upload this into Webforms. In Webforms, in your supplier item list, in order to upload the sheet that we've done, we need to come to this upload button, choose this option, then go to browse, select the file that you've saved and say open. Then you need to say start upload. Now this will work away, look at your file, make sure that everything is correct. If you get a message that says your file is not syntactically correct, this basically means that you've changed the format or you've done something wrong in the file. Really good way to check and make sure that you've done this correctly is download a price that is already valid and basically choose that row and do the format painter over the rows that you've entered. So basically you're just saying make sure the format of this price that I've downloaded, which I know is correct, is the same as the ones that I've changed. So here we have our price video file. So you can see now it says file processed. There's a report we click into, we can go and see if everything's passed. So if you open that, you can open it up in Excel. Now if we come into our price sync module, we can see in here the prices that we have uploaded. So you can see prices with an end date 31st of July and the new prices starting on the 1st of August. In order to publish these to your retailer, basically come down to the bottom, select 100, so you can see 100 prices at once on the sheet. Select all 100 prices and then click release, and then you can release 100 at a time. If you have 200 or more prices, we strongly recommend you release the prices you are end dating first. Then you wait until you get a response in the release to pull column, which tells you that the price is successfully published and is available for your retailer to look at. Now the reason for this is because we've seen a number of suppliers upload with errors in their prices. So they have 500 prices that they're end dating. These go off, they fail, they get errors back. The new prices of course will fail because the old prices did. Suddenly you've got 1,000 errors to deal with. So it's always much better to release the end dated prices first, make sure these go through successfully, and then release your new prices. Now if you want to find your end dated prices and just see these and just release these, you can come into advanced search criteria, end date time equals, for our one we've got the 31st of July 2015, and we'd go search. So now we're just seeing the prices that we had the end dates for. Again, select all and release. And once we got the response back, we could do the same for the new prices.